Well, we had one huge experience just a few years ago, and it was called pandemic. And one organization has a big influence on this. It's calling WHO. And we signed also international health regulations already last year. And this year was new treaty. It was not finished yet because they need to exchange something, and it's called PUBs, what they need to exchange. But it's in front of us. Let's roll next clip.
Be aware then of the World Health Organization, the UN's most powerful agency. Since COVID, the WHO has sought to increase that power to unprecedented levels through amendments to its pandemic treaty and the international health regulations. A key driver is its One Health initiative.
Well, can you tell me what was our experience, for example, your experience in United Kingdom with the WHO during pandemic?
Do you want to take that one, Mark, or shall I take it?
Yes, Mark.
Actually, yeah, I'm not sure we felt it, Andrea, during COVID. I think the awareness of the WHO was not so great. I think we referred most things back to our own government. I mean, it's transpired latterly that it was no coincidence that so many countries took precisely the same
measures,
pattern of act, whether it was lockdown or masks or school closures, and then of course came the injections, the so-called vaccines. So I think we, at the time, didn't really look towards the WHO very much. What's emerged since, of course, is we've realised how coordinated the whole thing was, and that's what they want to do going forward. They want to dictate to the world what's a pandemic, what's a suitable treatment, etc., etc. But of course, you're deeply suspicious when the vast majority of funding for the WHO comes from pharmaceutical companies who have a vested interest, clearly, in rolling out vaccines and making money. The other thing is about when you have a world decision maker and they make one decision, if that decision is wrong, the whole world suffers. So by centralizing everything, you're taking away learning about best practice and things that do work and don't work. There are many people in the medical world who think it'll be a disaster if all decisions come from a central source. And of course, when it's linked to AI, they'll be collecting data on every person and dictating how treatments come along. I mean, the WHO, I'm sure, still does some very good work, but I don't think it's their job to dictate to every country what's right for their population.
Yeah, they call it One Health, and for sure, if everybody takes same measures, that means we don't have control group. Maybe that was their attention, but they used pandemic to change this treaty, and they tried to increase their power. They did not succeed with the treaty yet, but with international health regulation, they did. And even United States decided to leave WHO because of it.
Yes, well, I wish we would leave it as well. It can only end badly, I feel, for the WHO.
Well, this
if you were really cynical, you would say that the pandemic was created to create a problem, and the solution is power to the WHO. And we are seeing that increasingly. And I think you're going to go on to climate change, but you can see how situations are created so that the problem is there and the solution is needed, and that solution always goes back to central control and central decision making.
From a side of unelected bureaucrats.
Correct.